What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Detroit Tigers versus Chicago White Sox Major League Baseball matchup going down Friday, September 27th, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, including my daily $19 best bet, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one. Between the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago White Sox, the Detroit Tigers, no starter confirmed at the time this video is being recorded. The Chicago White Sox will counter with Garrett Crochet, and the run of form for Crochet has started to pick up a little bit. But again, it still just sits at the fact that Crochet is now pretty much a 4-inning guy, as the White Sox are just trying to limit his innings towards the end of the season amidst obviously a lost season, and just really are trying to not overwork a potential staff ace for this White Sox team for the next couple seasons. And like I said, he's been a 4-inning guy at best. His last 2 starts against the Padres and the A's, 4 innings each, has given up a combined 1 run on 4 hits with 12 strikeouts and no walks in those 2 starts. So the limited action that Crochet is putting out has been rock solid. The problem that I have here is that you're going up against a Tigers team that is still hitting the ball fairly well right now. Against, just in general. But the problem is they've been doing a lot of that damage against right-handed pitching. So I don't know how eager I am to just, blindly jump up and back the Tigers early in this game. But I think this could be a game where the Tigers break through in the later innings and get to this White Sox bullpen. The White Sox bullpen season long has been one of the least trustworthy bullpens in baseball. And while over the last 2 weeks they do have league average numbers in terms of staff ERA with a 3.57 ERA out of the bullpen, it's still hard for me to trust the White Sox. Now, yes, the White Sox took me to the cleaners this week. I faded them in every game against the LA Angels, thinking that the Angels were going to push the White Sox to the wrong side of history. And the White Sox, woke up and said, hold on, we're going to dig our heels in the sand and not get just pushed over the line easily. But the problem is now you're facing a Detroit Tigers team that has the world to play for at this point. Entering, at the time this video is being recorded, the Detroit Tigers are still holding on to one of the 2 wild card spots in the, in the American League. And a win here, combined with a Twins loss, could clinch a playoff spot for the Detroit Tigers, which is still crazy to me for a team that was, I think, 55-63 at that point in the season. And they've just been on an absolute tear, coming down the stretch. And, I think that, even though we don't know who the Tigers are officially naming here, this is kind of what the Tigers have done. The only pitchers that we have consistently seen get their names put on the starting rotation, actually the only pitcher, I should say, has been Tarik Skubal. If you don't see Skubal and you just see undecided or TBD, you usually assume that it's just going to be an opener and a bit of a bullpen game or a long relief arm kind of thrown into the middle. We saw Reese Olson tab as the starter on Thursday. But I think that the White Sox are going to kind of go back to that strategy here. And if it is a bit of a pseudo bullpen game for the Detroit Tigers, they still have a staff ERA sub-3 that's just outside the top 5 in terms of staff ERA in the last 2 weeks in terms of just bullpen ERA. So I got to go with the Detroit Tigers here, whether it's money line or run line. I think this is, I know I sound like a broken record at this point, and it's just like, when are you going to learn? But I think this is a spot where the White Sox, set the record for the worst record in history. And like I said, if they were playing anybody else, maybe I'd consider them, or at least a team that's not fighting for a playoff spot, maybe I'd consider them to keep their, keep playing for pride here. But against a Tigers team that is still fighting for everything, got to go with the Tigers here, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.